Hey folks, Crazy Clarue here again, and this time we're going to look at a weirdo game called Flower, and this is a shoot 'em up. This was created by a company called Clarue and licensed to Komax. I've never heard of either company, but this is a shooter, an incredibly rare shooter, and it takes place in space, and you battle evil flowers. Who dreamed this thing up? But it might not be as terrible as it sounds. There's 5 different power-ups that you can collect. They disappear after a spell, after a certain amount of time passes. And here is what the very first stage looks like. You have to face these falling flowers, and it's really unfair. They can go through the left or right side and warp over to the other side. So don't think that you're safe at the edges. See, those are all the power-ups, and they're different colors, and you often collect those from the white flowers that you saw in the previous screen. But there will be bosses, and there's one of them, a sunflower, and you have to shoot its petals coming down at you. Collision with anything or its projectiles will automatically kill you. You only have 3 lives, and I don't know that there's any way to get extra lives. But you have to shoot each boss enough times. Although, if you have a certain power-up, you can end the battle much quicker. And see, this boss, you'll run out of room if you just stay at the bottom, so you'll need to move above him to get him to follow you, unless you use power-ups, which can, again, end the fight real quick. Now, there is a speed-up icon, which is orange. That lasts just 30 seconds. There's a purple icon called missile, and that lets you shoot 15 missiles, and they're very powerful. Green is the laser, and that lets you fire 30 laser shots. Red is the cutter, and that's a boomerang, and you have to catch it to be able to use it again. And then blue are the support fighters, and they're like option. They're the extra drone fighters next to you. You only have to shoot one of those white flowers to get its power-up. You don't have to shoot them all like in Gradius. But yeah, notice that some of the flowers can sneak through the left or right edges of the screen, which is totally lame. But yeah, the speed bar will dissipate over time, and you can replenish it with more speed up icons. The blue icons are the support ones, the drones or whatever. If you shoot that comet repeatedly, it will drop power-ups for you. You want to shoot at least 2 of these falling petals. Just shooting one and like moving among them as they fall, that's often going to kill you. Now note that I have some missile power. I could use the missiles and end this fight real quick, but I didn't really understand how to use them yet. It's the secondary button. Missiles and the cutter can both be used with the secondary button. See, I'm running out of space. I didn't even realize that I could move above the sunflower and have it follow me. I didn't really pay attention to the attract mode. But if you use your power-ups, like a missile or whatever, and there it is, you can end the fight real quick. See, he's already changing color because he's getting his butt handed to him, and there we go. There are a certain amount of stages before they repeat. And again, go ahead and shoot that comet. It'll drop some power-ups. Here is another boss. Now I'm going to use my missiles again. I gotta speed power-up so I'm a little faster. But yeah, you only have a certain amount of missiles to use. And again, you only need to shoot one of those white flowers, and they'll drop the power-up. And again, the speed and other icons will dissipate over a short amount of time. And there's the laser. I get a finite amount of laser shots to fire. Whoa. There goes that boss. And there's my option, or my support. And again, you can have up to 3. And other support fighters will act as shields. There will be some enemies that, like right there in the bottom, that will roll along the bottom of the screen and will kill you if it touches you, but your support fighters will take them out if they touch them. This is kind of close to the end of the game. I mean, you'll start all the levels over again, but we'll look at what that looks like a little bit later. And there's my missiles. Note that each major hit on the enemy will push them back. Ah, dang it. Well, that's the end of my game. But if you push them back enough, then you get sucked inside them. You gotta put in a lot of initials for your name. So I'm gonna get it put in my full name here. That is Flower by Clarue and Komax in 1986. Weird shooter. I've definitely never heard of it or seen it before. And here's the attract mode, and the computer's playing that same boss that I died on. Will they fare any better than I did? Nope. But in a minute we'll look at the end of the game, and then you start all those levels over. Here's the option I've got. See, with the enemies backing up, there's that little hatch there. It will open and I will get sucked in. I put on invincibility at this point. I just wanted to make it to the end of the game real quick. See, it's opening up, and I get sucked in. And there's this area here where it's hard to see what you're doing. You have to shoot these little guys falling down. And then there's this flower up above, and you have to destroy it. And it'll slow down the more you hit it. There we go. That's about dead. There we go. And now on this part here, you can destroy these guys, but they'll keep reappearing. What you want to do is bide your time until this happens. I'm scoot forward a little bit. Touch that thing, that little yo-yo-y thing. It says get on. Get on, and this will be the end here. Don't worry, those flowers won't hurt you there. Congratulations. There's a little bit of English in this game, as it was apparently created in Japan, or I believe so. These are slightly different enemies. Notice that I did get some power-ups from that comet, but that was the beginning of the game all over again. And here is the cutter. It's a boomerang, and you have to catch it to be able to keep reusing it. But that was Flower by a company called Clarue and licensed to Komax in 1986. This is Crazy Clarue saying thanks for watching Flower by Clarue and Komax in 1986, and I will be back in the future with another game. See you then, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.